welcome to my channel. So this video is just going to be a kind of compilation of Cindy Watts. I found a few videos in my files that I've collected over the years. The first one is going to be when she comes to visit the kids. She's coming in from the airport. And then there's a video after that of Shanann doing like a live, but she's talking about Cindy just, got into town and she's about to watch Bella and Cece why her and Chris go out of town for a work trip. So I just thought that was kind of interesting to just kind of show her mood when Cindy has just arrived. I'm not sure if there's a ton to gather here or what you guys will see in it. I'm going to look through it again and kind of just see if you get kind of a certain vibe, because we know that they didn't get along very well. So I just wanted to see if I could kind of look for some signs. And you too, I'd love to hear your input of just maybe some signs of tension. Is she a little bit more stressed? Is just kind of try to read her body language, and because obviously she's not going to say probably much because she's doing a live for the public, but just to kind of read her and see if we could sense some extra stress, because we know Cindy just got into town and she's going to be spending a couple days with her before they go out of town, and then Cindy will be watching the kids. So I just wanted to play it for you guys to kind of get your input, and then I'm going to play a couple parts from Cindy's other two interviews. Well, one that she was just by herself, then one with her and Ronnie. All right, here they are.
She's right there. Go give her a hug. Go give her a hug.
Look at you! Just look at you! And this one! Hello, dear! Hello, dear! Ah! They are so adorable!
Hey guys! So you're just with me this morning. I just hop out of the shower and I'm getting ready. My mother-in-law's here today, so she flew in to spend 2 weeks with the girls, and her and my father-in-law are going to babysit the kids while we are in Punta Cana. So I'm really excited. We're gonna go to the store and wander around a little bit today. So you're here with me getting ready because it's a busy day for me. Have to finalize our taxes today, so that's going to be get that out of the way before we leave. So good morning, Christina. Sorry, I'm getting ready. Hey, Mandy. You gotta exfoliate. Best exfoliator for your lips ever. So I wanted to come on here to get ready and talk to you guys, because a lot has happened this past year. And this day last year, I made the biggest decision that I had made in a long time, and that was to officially make my initial purchase with Lavelle. Hey, Michelle. So today marks 1 year anniversary for my Thrive experience. I can't believe it because I almost forgot. Like, I forget what month we're in. So this time last year, I was a free customer for a little over a month with my buddy Mandy. And I finally said, okay, I had enough with the way I felt, and it was time for me to make a change. And I know that I was a skeptic for 14 months. I was the worst friend ever to Mandy. Sorry, the lighting's horrible in here. Morning, Sarah. So I was the worst friend. I ignored her posts. I ignored her text messages. I ignored anything she had mentioned about Thrive. I pretty much ignored her. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm a little bit away from the phone. if I can get ready properly. So anyway, so I was the worst friend whatsoever with Mandy, and she basically didn't give up on me. She knew my struggles. She knew, you know, what I was going through, like health-wise. You know, I had 2 kids, brand new mom still. Even though my daughter's 3, I'm still a brand new mom. So like it was just a lot on me, and I was working 2 jobs, one full-time, one part-time. So I was working about 60 hours a week and still a stay-at-home mom all day long. So I was really exhausted, tired, drained. I couldn't focus. I couldn't think straight. Look at the eyebrows. I have them now. So, you know, she didn't give up on me, and I finally said, okay, let's do this. I've had enough with the way I feel. What can it hurt to try Thrive? And, you know, worst case scenario is it doesn't work. Thanks, Sarah. Hold on, I need to get a different view. Those are too light. So, I finally just pulled the plug and just said, okay, Chris, let's do this. I need a change. I need something different in my life. And I made the initial purchase to start Thriving. And I'll tell you this, it was, you know, day 1, Chris started with me. So day 1, Chris definitely noticed a change right away. He noticed, he was like, Cheyenne, I feel like I can run a marathon. And I didn't feel that initial change, and it took a little bit for me to feel that notice of a difference. And so day 1, sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and put makeup on and make sure I don't do it wrong. So day 1, I didn't notice a change. It wasn't until week 3 that I really had a difference in my Thrive experience. And so, so week 3 was my huge aha moment. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to do my best on contouring. So, don't mind me. So anyway, so week 3 comes around, warrior face, and I felt amazing. Literally was in my living room in tears with Bella because it was past her bedtime, felt amazing. She was having a ball with her mom that she has not seen in a long, long time, or she only saw once in a blue moon, you know? And so it was huge for me. Point to say is Thrive's changed my life. Like literally has changed my life. And I am grateful for Mandy for not giving up on me, giving me the time that I needed to digest, that I needed a change in my life, and sticking around and not getting frustrated. I have a lot of those friends right now who are not ready, and I get that. I completely 150% understand where that's coming from. Hi, Bonnie. Some of us just need some time, and you know, when we're ready, we're ready. And we just have to embrace that. So I'm doing a special today just because it's my 1-year anniversary with Lavelle, and I'm offering a free month prize of Thrive to a non-thriver. You have to be a non-thriver. You cannot be have a free account with anyone right now besides me. So if you already have a free account, it just doesn't count. Private message me. Private message me and I'll send you the details on how to enter. It's very simple. And you'll be glad that you did. So, free month of Thrive on me. Private message me for details, please. The emotions that I've gone through this last year, from my lowest to my high right now. So I gotta blend that a little bit better. So from my lows to my highs, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. I've been truly blessed with amazing, amazing people in my life this year. The one thing that I think I've gained the most from Thrive experience, besides giving myself my life back, my happy back, my confidence that I never had. I didn't have confidence before. It's given me a huge network of family, friends, and people that I didn't have before. I had my friends and I have had family, but the thing is when you go through things in your life, health challenges, things like that, you lose some people. You lose a lot of people. I did. I lost a lot of people over the last couple years. And it's amazing to have a group of people that understand, who are there to support you, to love you, and to be there always for you. Is truly amazing, and I have that now. This year has been a wealth of friendships, people that I reconnected with that I wasn't friends with before, that we're extremely close now. It's been a truly amazing year, and I can't, it's because of Thrive that has done that, because I am me back again. I'm happy. I want to do things. I want to talk on the phone. I didn't want to talk on the phone before. I didn't want to, it was a chore to get on the phone and talk, because, that's energy, energy I didn't have. So this last year has been amazing. And if you guys want to hear my story, I'd love to share it with you. Private message me. I'd love to chat with you. If you want more information about Thrive, just private message me. I'd love to chat with you. No purchase necessary. Literally, I just want to talk to you. I don't sell the product. It sells itself. The product works, period. It's truly been a wonderful, wonderful year and a blessed year. And I'm grateful for all the friends and family that I have by my side through all of this, who've given me, never left my side when I had my lows, when I was out and tired and exhausted and drained and just wasn't ready to be, wasn't there, period. I always put on a fake smile. I always put on a fake face, and let people see what they wanted to see. People always want to see you happy, and that's not always the case. We have our days, So my point is, if I'm getting there, is don't give up on people. Not everyone's ready to make a change. I wasn't, and it took me some time to pull the trigger. And Mandy stood by my side and was waiting for me to pull that trigger. And I'm grateful for that. So Mandy, I love you, and I'm truly grateful for our friendship and for you not giving up on me and being by my side and giving me that chance to get myself back and my happy back. This year has been truly amazing year. And I'm truly grateful for our friendship. I'm truly grateful for you. I love that, you're there for us when we need you, and not giving up on me, because you knew I needed it. You didn't push me, but you were just there. You were ready for when I needed that change, and I'm so glad that you were there. And I'm glad that I've been able to share that with so many people and help change so many lives. It's been a great year. A wonderful year. I can count on over 4 hands how many people that I've completely changed their lives. I have over 200 customers who love the product, absolutely love it. We have over 160 promoters as a team that are sharing the Thrive experience, giving people their life back and their happy back. I would never have come on here before without makeup. I'm half makeup on right now. Sorry guys, my alarm was going off. Time to eat. And I have me back, and so I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all the things that Thrive has done for my family. We leave next week for Punta Cana, and I'm so excited. Chris and I have not been on a beach vacation ever. Not just us, not with our family, just us. And so we're super grateful for that. It's given our family a lot of us back, and Chris and I are better parents. you know, we've been able to give our parents the Thrive experience, who's given them, you know, more energy to keep up with our kiddos and our nieces and nephews. So Thrive is amazing. I know you guys are tired of hearing about it from me, but I'm not tired of sharing it because it's life-changing, truly life-changing. And if you want to know my whole story, private message me. I'd love to share it with you. And then chit chat, and whatever you guys have questions about Thrive, let me know. I'm here to help you and stuff. So for my existing customers who are already thriving with me, I'm putting all your names in a drawing, everyone who orders this month of January, since this is my month, and I'm going to give you whatever plus line you want. So your choice, any plus line that we have. I'm going to do a drawing at the end of the month, or February 1st, and a plus line of your choice for the winner. So all of my customers, everyone that purchased this month, new and old, I'm throwing you into a drawing. So this promo for my Thrive anniversary is going to be for new and old customers. So if you're ready to thrive, ready to start feeling amazing, I got to finish getting ready, so I'm going to talk to you guys while I'm doing that. So if you're ready to just private message me, I'll add you to the list. We'll get you started on the Thrive experience. If you're already thriving and love the product, I'm going to throw you into a drawing. You don't have to do anything. I'll track it myself, and then we'll go from there. But don't forget, like, if you have friends that are interested in Thrive, private message me. You all can Thrive for free. Just refer to customers and you get your Thrive experience for free. Definitely shoot me a message. I'd love to help you guys and get you guys started. Do you guys have any questions while you're up here with me now? Since I'm here, I'm kid free. Chris is home. My mother-in-law's here. Everyone's here. Hey Joe, listen, I haven't messaged you back. I'll message you today. I got your message yesterday. But yesterday was a crazy busy day. I got my mother-in-law from the airport. Yeah, you can get her. So, so we'll go from there. So you guys, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna go and run some errands and do some things. I'm truly blessed today. Like, today's a great day for me. And what I should say is every day is a great day. So I love you guys. You have a wonderful day. I'm gonna finish getting ready so we can go bye-byes, and I'm talking to my kiddos. So you guys have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Bye.
Why now? Why are you guys coming out now to speak with us?
Because we didn't know about the plea deal.
This is Ronnie and Cindy Watts, the parents of Christopher Watts, the man who pleaded guilty to killing his pregnant wife, Shanann, and his two children, Bella and Celeste.
We were not allowed to talk to him about it.
They're frustrated because they say his attorneys wouldn't let them ask him anything about the case before the plea.
I asked Chris, if you did not do this, do not confess to something you didn't do, and she shut me down. She completely shut me down.
And just like everyone else, his parents have a lot of questions after he confessed to killing Shanann, claiming he saw her strangle one of the kids.
He said, I'm sorry, I went into a rage and I killed her. And he said, I am so sorry. He says, I've ruined your life, I've ruined my life.
Well, he told me, he said, Dad, I could not put the girls with her after what she did. He said I could not put them with her.
And so instead of putting the girls with her, he decided to put them into
That oil tank, which
an oil tank?
I still don't understand.
I don't understand that either. He's not a sociopath. He's not a psychopath.
A question his parents have is, what was the trigger to cause all this to happen? Something I asked when I interviewed him when she was reported missing.
Did you guys get into an argument before she left?
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that.
Because she was leaving him or he was leaving her?
He was leaving her.
He just said he wasn't in love with her anymore. He said,
If this actually happened like they're saying that it did, that he killed them, then what was the trigger?
if he didn't kill the children, I want him to say so. And let them prove it.
They're just pleading for the truth from their son.
There's a whole lot of unanswered questions about the case, how everything happened too quick there.
did.
From a case status thing to a plea.
If he's saying you didn't kill the kids, why do this plea deal?
I have no idea.
The only reason I can think of, he's trying to for our family and her family
Yeah.
not to have to go through a trial, long drawn out trial.
It has been so overwhelming, and I feel like I have to do something to help my son. I need to do something. If he's not going to fight, I want to fight for him.
I just want to make sure he's doing the right thing.
Yes.
Chris Watts might have pleaded guilty to all 9 counts against him last week in a Colorado courtroom, but his family says there are still unanswered questions about the case.
I want the truth. I do want the truth to come out. I don't want this to happen to anyone else. You know, he was normal. He was a normal kid, and I don't know what happened.
Shanann's family responded to the Watts family interview today, insisting they made, quote, vicious, grotesque, and utterly false statements about Shanann. Watts' family said they believed the version of events laid out in the initial affidavit, that the only reason their son killed Shanann was because he had seen her strangling their children.
What happened to that kid from Pine Forest High School?
What happened to that kid from Pine Forest High School? He met Shanann. That's what happened to him, because that boy, he knew what he wanted to do. He went to NASCAR Technical Institute. It has been a nightmare, a complete nightmare. It has been so overwhelming, and I feel like I have to do something to help my son. I need to do something. If he's not going to fight, I want to fight for him.
The Watts family told me they felt Shanann was dangerous. They didn't even go to the couple's wedding. In fact, they believed that Chris knew he was going to get life in prison for killing his wife and disposing of the girl's body. So this is why he confessed to all 9 counts. Shanann's family said, quote, her memory and reputation deserves to be protected, and her family is fully prepared to do so. Steve?
The Watts family told you that there is a letter, and they say that supports their position.
Yeah, there is a letter that they say the defense has. He said in it, he wrote, if anything happens to me, look at my wife. And apparently Chris's sister put that away somewhere, and it supports the case about their contention that Shanann was unstable.
But no more details.
No more details than that. There was a conversation about whether the defense destroyed it. I have no evidence about that, but they say the letter's out there and supports their contention.
I just wanted to include that in there because if you remember Kim saying that the media was all against Chris, didn't even mention this other narrative, and this is the popular media. This is the Denver News Channel reporting, and us YouTube creators are the ones going against some of this narrative. We're the ones taking the raw interviews that aren't biased by the media. We're taking the actual interviews, full interviews, and analyzing them. All the police body cam footage we're analyzing. All the evidence in the discovery, everything they collected at the house. That's the stuff we're looking at, us YouTube creators. That's the stuff we're analyzing. And to be honest, that's what you're analyzing too, because that's what you're using as a source. That's what you keep quoting as a discovery. So you're looking through the same evidence as what we are. So if we're biased, then you're biased. And sometimes the bigger TV corporations and the news reporters, they are, I guess, I agree, they could be biased, but that's not what all of us as a community that have been analyzing this case and making videos on this case and trying to figure it out. That's not what we were going by at all. None of us are going by the TV reports or anything like that. So to compare like what we're doing with YouTube to what the big TV news reporters are doing is totally different. So yeah, of course the big corporations are biased. I agree. But that's not us. We're the ones going through all the data, the actual real facts. But I just wanted to show you that even the big TV news companies that you were claiming were biased against Chris were putting the other side of the story out too, because they were interviewing the Watts. So they were talking about that other narrative. So if anything, I feel like YouTube has done a better job at looking at all the facts than some of the major TV stations that she was claiming that we're all biased by when they were talking about it back then. That this narrative, because Cindy went on and did that interview. There's also another interview. I'm not sure if I'm going to include it in this video yet or not, but so she got her side out. She got that story out. They got that narrative out at the beginning too. And it was out. The news reporters reported on it as a possibility. So that's not true about Kim saying that there is a biased, that this narrative never got heard because the Watts put it out there. I just wanted to make a point to say that. Okay, so I might as well play that other interview that Cindy did. Here it is.
I wake up every morning just crying, you know, thinking this is not going to be what's going to happen every single day. It's just so hard to get through it. I just don't know how to get through it.
Tell me about his childhood. Did he play sports? Was he in scouts? What kinds of things did
Yes,
did
he
do?
played sports. He played sports from the time he was 5 years old up until he was 17. And he was in basketball, he was in baseball, he was in football, and loved NASCAR. He and his dad went to the NASCAR races all the time. Loved sports, and he was a good kid. Had two best friends, and that's who he grew up with, and still are friends with them today. And there's nothing that would have predicted any of this could have ever happened.
Yeah.
Nothing in his childhood at all. I would have never in a million years thought something like this could happen to him at all.
You didn't see things like him getting into fights? Or...
No fighting. He was quiet, and he got along with people, and he didn't start anything, and he was a perfect teenager, tell you the truth. He did not even rebel. He wanted to go to NASCAR Tech. We made that possible for him.
What did he do after he finished school?
He worked at the dealership as a service technician and was making good money and loved it. He bought a toolbox, and he started buying his tools, and enjoyed it. He was doing well.
When and where did he meet Shanann?
They met, and he liked her, she liked him, but I don't think that was love at first sight or anything. They took a little while and I guess got to know each other and, you know, dated. It was always a little strange that she always said a lot of things about Chris in front of me that I didn't like. Like, this isn't the kind of person I would date. He doesn't know how to do this, or he doesn't know how to do that. He looks like a skater boy. Look at his hair. Look how much stuff he puts on his hair. It was just on and on and on, and I just got a bad feeling.
And they got married in 2012. Did they get married in North Carolina?
They did. Mm-hmm.
How was that?
We didn't attend.
Really?
Mm-mm. We didn't attend because Shanann and I just couldn't get along, and I didn't like the way she treated him.
What do you know about their marriage and their issues?
Oh, very little, very little. You can only observe. I could only observe what I saw when I was around them. Christopher always seemed anxious, and he when she needed something, I mean, he would run. He wouldn't walk, he would run, he would get it. He just always seemed to be right there at her beck and call.
And did that seem odd to you? Or?
Very odd. It was very odd. He just seemed nervous.
So how much did you see them over these last 6 years?
Probably twice a year. We would go up there.
Did you stay with them? Or?
Yeah, we would stay with them and stay a week and then come back home.
Tell me about Bella and Celeste.
Oh, Bella was just like Chris, just like him, shy, cautious, conservative. Cece was a ball of fire. I mean, she was fearless, completely fearless. She just loved to run. So they were wonderful. It breaks my heart to know that they're not here. They were beautiful children, beautiful children.
What did they call you?
Mimi.
Mimi? And how about Ronnie? What did they call?
Papa.
Do you think Chris loves Shanann?
Oh God, he loved her. Yes, I believe he loved her at first. I believe he did. But I think as the years went on, I think it just being in that kind of a relationship, which the social worker even said that marriage should have ended a long time ago.
Shanann's pregnancy and what did Chris tell you about that? Was he excited?
No, I don't think he was. I think it was a shock to him. And he said that they have been talking about divorce, that they are not compatible anymore, and he was not happy anymore. And I finally thought, he's finally seen the light.
And I take it Chris had never been in trouble with the law?
Never. He's got one speeding ticket and didn't even know about that.
Tell me what happened when they were reported missing. What did you find out? How did you find out? Who told you?
I think Ronnie called me. Ronnie called me and said that they're missing, and I thought, I don't believe it. I didn't believe they were missing. I believed that she was going to punish Chris. She was just going to punish him, take the girls, and just punish him. I had no idea of anything else. Christopher called and said, Mom, they're searching the house. I said, okay, that's fine. I mean, and I still was not worried. I was not worried. I just thought Shanann had run off with girls.
So walk me through the sequence of events over the next few days. Did you and your husband travel to Colorado?
Ronnie did.
Okay.
Ronnie did. And I mean, Christopher let everybody come in. Her phone is there, her purse is there, everything is there. But there's no kids and there's no Shanann. And I was not worried. You know, I thought, she has just gone off and I'm going to punish you for this and you can worry about me. But when Christopher called us and he said, I said, do you want us to come down now? He said, tell Dad I need him. Tell Dad I need him to come down. I said, what about me? He said, no, Mom, just stay. Just send Dad. And he picked him up at the airport and they drove to the police station. And Chris still didn't say anything to him. Nothing. He had already been interrogated 7 hours prior to that. He had already let the police go into his home, search everything. He was going in for another interrogation. The next thing, after 5 hours, they called Ronnie and said that your son wants to talk to you before he tells us anything. And that's when Christopher broke down and cried and said, I'm sorry, Dad. He said, I went into a rage and I killed her after she killed Cece and Bella. And he found out where he is and then they wouldn't let him see him. He couldn't see him. And so he was going back to the airport when his public defender called him and told him to come back. So, and that's when Ronnie met his public defender. And so, talked to her for a while. And they kept in touch with us and let us know what's going on.
And then what was the next update that you got? Was it?
The next update I got was Ronnie called Jamie and told them they found their bodies. And they rushed over here. Nobody told me anything until they walked through the door. And they told me what happened, and I just fell to the floor. I just fell to the floor. It was unbelievable. And it's been unbelievable ever since. And
what did his attorneys tell you about contact with him, you know, starting with his arrest?
No contact. Everything is recorded. No contact. No letter writing. I didn't see the harm in the letters. You know, hi son, love you, keep fighting. We are here to support you. What is wrong with that? What can the DA do about letters like this? Why couldn't we just write him a letter? We did what we were told to do. When they called us to tell us that Chris was thinking of a plea, that he wanted to speak to us about it. And when we got down there, it was a lie. They wouldn't let us talk to him about anything. And then we had to talk to him through a screen and a phone. And he just looked, he was crying. I mean, he wasn't crying. You could see the movement in his mouth that when I talked about Bella and I talked about Cece and the memorial service that we had for them. And he asked what pictures did we use, and you know, what was the song. You can see how he was trying to hold back tears.
What day was that? Do you remember?
Well, we flew in on that Monday. We flew in on Monday, and we saw him Monday night, and then the plea deal was on Tuesday.
So Monday night was when you wanted to talk to him about
it? Yes, and we weren't allowed. And it would have helped us so much to be able to talk to him. I wouldn't have to go through all this now. Everything just seems to be shrouded in secrecy. And just tell us what is going on. Let us ask Chris if it's okay if you talk to us. I just don't like the way it was handled from the very beginning. I don't like the way it was handled. I want to save your life, that's all. We're just here, we're going to save his life. We want him to get life in prison. It was like they already knew he was guilty. And this was the end of it.
Were you worried about the death penalty being a possibility?
No, I didn't care about the death penalty. Nobody's going to die in Colorado. I don't think anyone has, one person? Colorado is changing. So people stay on death row forever. There was no, I think you'd be safer on death row. And her parents said they didn't want any more death. So I don't see how the death penalty could have mattered. All I want is the truth. I just want the truth. That's it. And I know Chris, he would take responsibility. And I guess maybe he is. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't see him doing that.
What do you think the truth is about how Shanann and Bella and Celeste died?
Oh God, I don't know anymore, honestly. I don't know his frame of mind, and I don't know his frame of mind, because why would you plead guilty to something you didn't do? And that's all I want to know. Why would you plead guilty if you didn't do it? If you told your dad you didn't do it? And that's what I want to know. And they said, well, you'll find all that out. Christopher will talk to you when and after he's sentenced. Well, isn't that too late then? I mean, is it too late? What if he tells me, no, I didn't do it? I just took this plea deal because they told me I was going to go to jail anyways. I just want the truth. All of us just want the truth. That's all. But I would like to know what triggered it. How can a normal young man, and he's normal, he was normal, but he wasn't evaluated when he came into the system. He wasn't normal if he did this.
It must be bewildering.
It's bewildering to me. It is absolutely. How does this happen? How did this happen? And I go back in my mind thinking, was there something I didn't pick up with on Chris? But I can't think of anything except he was quiet.
It sounds like in your own mind, you're unsure as to what happened.
Yes.
Have you reconciled the idea that he could have done all of this?
Yes. And that scares me to death. It scares me to death to think that he could have done all of this. And I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there right now. But I don't see why he's pleading guilty. I wouldn't. I'd fight. I'd fight to the end. But then you ask yourself, would a normal person dispose of the bodies the way you did? And I would have called 911 if it happened like that.
What would you say to Chris right now if he were sitting here?
If we were by ourselves?
Yeah.
I would say, Christopher, I need to know what happened that night. I need to know what happened. I've got to get these thoughts out of my head, what I think could have happened, but I need to know. And I think in time he will tell me.
Probably nothing you ever would have imagined you would have faced.
Never. Never. No, and not from the son that I raised and Ronnie raised and our children, you know, we just did everything for them. We worked for them. And we wanted them to have a good life, good education, and we stressed education. And they were both doing well. I thought, you know, I knew marriages can be bad, but you can get out of them and go on. But I don't know what was going through anybody's mind that night. I mean, I feel too much. I mean, I definitely feel everything way too much and have a conscience that I just feel way too much.
What do you want to happen now? What would you hope would happen now?
Well, I want Chris to have his day in court. I mean, I need to know. I mean, I'd feel wonderful if I could talk to him and he could tell me what happened. And then we can all go on. But if he didn't do it, if he did not do this, then I need somebody to defend him. I need someone to defend him if he did not do this. Do they have the evidence? He's my son. I got to do everything I've got to do everything I can to help, to make sure that he is defended properly. But he said this is his decision, so I don't know. There's doubt. I have doubt that he did it. I can't see that he did it. I just cannot see him doing that as much as he loved his girls. How do you do that? I just don't see it. I just can't see him doing it. I just wanted to make sure that he has, I just wanted a defense. I wanted him to be defended.
And you haven't had any discussions with his attorneys about this?
No. I asked them, do you know what happened? They said, no. We don't. Only person that knows what happened is Chris. Well, then he's told you his story, you know, in the affidavit. They said they would defend him if he wanted to go forward, but he said he didn't want to go forward.
And the bottom line is you would have liked to have been part of that discussion with him
I would
before he
have.
made that decision.
That's what I thought we were going down there for. At least let us talk to him. Let us talk to him. It would have made all the difference in the world if they would have just let us talk to him. If he was going to do this, what difference does it make who's listening? But he has our love. He has our unconditional love. I will never abandon my son. He did a horrible, horrible, if that comes to pass that he did this, then I still love him. He's my son. And I will always love him. And a lot of people don't understand that, and I don't understand that, why they don't.
Well, could you talk a little bit about some things we talked about yesterday? You said, you know, I think your exact words were, he's not the psychopath next door.
He isn't. He's not the sociopath next door. He's not the psychopath. He didn't kill little small animals. He didn't do any of these things. He was a good child. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything that was abnormal about him, except he was socially awkward. You know, he had trouble socializing, but so did I when I was younger. I think you learn that as you grow, and I think he felt a little bit more comfortable in his skin, and he just, I don't think he just had the right person at his side. I don't. That relationship was toxic from the very beginning.
What would you say to Shanann's family if you could talk to them?
God, I'm so sorry this happened. You know, for both our families, because we both lost everything. You know, they lost a daughter, we lost our son. We lost our grandchildren. We all lost. Everybody did. And you'll never get it back. And they were precious. They were so, so precious.
Alrighty, everybody. We'll chat soon. Hopefully do a live this week sometime. And I'll read some of your guys' comments and see if you guys have any input on any of the videos I just played. I know all these videos are old. I mean, a lot of you guys probably have already seen them. I don't know. I mean, there are some new people following the case, so I'm sure there are some people that haven't seen all of them. But I just thought to put them all together into one video just to see them all back to back and kind of get your opinion on what you think. If you noticed anything on any of them, leave a comment and we will chat soon. Have a good night. Bye.